This morning, a trip on the Atlantic to explore an ancient sport and a modern-day message. Josh Jorgensen is the founder of Black Tip H. He's become the world's most popular fishing star on social media. Jorgensen is obsessed with trying to reel in sea monsters and more viewers, all while trying to make sure his kids get a chance to do the same.
No, guys, this Goliath weighs, he's bigger than the boat. He's bigger than the boat, dude.
His videos on YouTube passed 1 billion views last year.
Oh, wow, these ones are much stronger. So we're here again with Sam Barrington and Captain Ben Chancey.
They feature big names.
Who's having fun?
And even bigger fish.
Is that the biggest fish you've ever seen? Yes.
It's been quite a journey for a kid who grew up north of the border in Windsor, Ontario.
How does a kid from Canada become the world's #1 social media fishing star?
So I've always been absolutely in love with fishing. In 2003, my parents got a condo in Florida. We started coming down here on vacation. I saw a guy catch a shark from the beach, and I was like, I have to start doing that.
3 minutes and 27 seconds, and the shark is winning.
So I started catching sharks on the beach, and then I'd bring the pictures home, and no one in Canada believed that I caught them from the beach. They said, oh, you caught it on a boat and brought it to shore. There's no sharks at the beach. So I started filming videos, and I posted it on YouTube. I didn't know what I was doing.
The videos took off, and in 2008, Josh Jorgensen created Black Tip H. Fueled by advertising dollars from YouTube, he set off on fishing adventures around the world, from just off his current home base in Jupiter, Florida.
Get away from, stop.
Could you do what you do based anywhere besides here?
I think starting off, there's no way we would have ever been able to capture the audience we did without living in Florida. Florida's amazing.
That's where we pushed off for a day at sea, for a look at the life of a mega influencer on the Atlantic.
Oh my God, rod's gonna snap. This might be the winner.
I just wanted to catch the biggest fish that's physically possible to catch.
This boat's 30, he's almost half of it. Look at that.
It was just this endless chase to catch basically sea monsters.
This thing's over 50 pounds.
That's something that's been part of folklore, mythology. It's been part of things for thousands of years, the big fish story. I mean, you go back even to ancient cultures, there was this reverence of the ocean.
There you go.
There we go. Oh!
Damn you!
It's not funny.
We started with fish that for many anglers would be a prize. For Jorgensen, these Spanish mackerel are bait,
He's in the boat.
a way to work up the food chain.
So they're good eating, and they're also great bait. We're gonna use them for bait to try to get something giant.
Okay.
Up next, it was a black tip shark.
Trying to take the hook out just messes them up too much. They hit their head too much, so we just cut the hook with the bolt cutters, and the other piece of the hook just falls right out. There we go. So
He's free. He's gone.
He's gone. He's good. Yep, he's good. Here, put this between your legs. Flip on.
What am I doing?
You're just gonna hold on for dear life.
Followed by something even larger.
What?
A 300-pound Goliath grouper. A fish that once almost ended Jorgensen's life.
I did not realize that you'd been pulled out of the boat and dragged
Yeah.
before you put me
Yeah.
in a similar position.
Johan.
You all right? Man, I still got him. You still got him? Yep. He still got the fish. Take the rod.
That was scary.
Yeah, that was really interesting. You know, I was trying to do it all by myself, and that wasn't smart.
Which is why you had a couple people spotting me.
Yes.
But I just want to be clear, if that fish had pulled me out of the boat, it would have gone straight
Yeah, you would have disappeared.
90 feet down.
Yeah, you would have been gone. There we go. Jeff. He's there.
For Jorgensen, the filming is just as enjoyable as the fishing.
Oh, it's a nice fish, bro. Wow.
But these days, even more challenging.
Language is inappropriate today.
Part of the problem? A numbed audience.
4 grown men cannot pick this fish up.
What worked 2-3 years ago doesn't work now.
What does it mean right now to that what works?
It'd always be like the fish should be like they were a major part of the story. But we realize we've kind of caught everything. And so from a business perspective, we need to make it more about the adventure and not so much about catching this one fish.
Adventure and adrenaline may still pay the bills, But they are not Blacktip H's only missions.
Let's let him go.
Jorgensen says protection and preservation are also a critical part of the operation.
Just reviving him right now. We're gonna get him nice and healthy, and we're gonna make sure he gets to let go.
It's a lot of things, but we just really need to focus on our water quality. Woo! And we need to focus on sustainable fishing regulations. You know, we need to reduce limits, create more slot sizes. We need to
Let people catch less fish.
not so much catching less, keeping less. Do you really need to keep 60 mahi a day? No, it's ridiculous. You know, it takes hours to fillet them, and what do you do with 500 pounds of mahi meat?
I'm gonna go fish big one.
We can get a big one?
Yeah.
All right. Here we
I want my kids to be able to enjoy what I've enjoyed. You know, I want to have a sustainable fishery. It's really important to respect the fish that you're catching, especially when you're catching a large fish. Large fish are normally breeders, so you want to take good care of them. You want to make sure that they are healthy when you release them. You want to make sure that you don't fight them too long.
How much different do you think the ocean looks than when you first started this 15 years ago?
Oh, so different. There was so much more fish back then, and that's nothing. Can you imagine what it was like 60 years ago, 100 years ago? You know, if I could have a time machine, I would go back to go fishing, screw everything else. I would yeah, instead of DeLorean, I'd build a boat with the time machine, you know, hit 35 miles an hour, and we go pick our destination.
I love it.
You've obviously been some interesting places. That was pretty excited, I could tell.
It was up there.
And you were a little scared.
Of course.
You did a good job, bro.
I love this, Jeff. This is so awesome.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one that got you. I'd have
Yeah,
to
well, it was
say.
great. I mean, you haven't lived until you've caught a 300-pound Goliath grouper.
That's
and nearly get
insane.
pulled out of the boat by it.
Yeah, I would have enjoyed seeing you capsize.
I know you. I know you.
Go over?
You would have more than enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I would have.
Oh boy.
Well, a golden brown crust filled with hot and savory delights. That's next.
If I had been pulled out, you just would have put it on loop.
Yeah, but you
But it
know
would've
what?
been-
You could have let go of the line.
Well, no, you can't. That's the point. That's why
Really?
it's yes, because the rod is strapped
It's
in.
strapped to you.
So you're attached to it right now.
Oh, no.
So if that thing would have, you know, if I would have gone out of the boat, I mean, they were holding on to me a little bit, but if I get out of the boat there, it dives to the bottom
down.
of the ocean. I'm 90 feet down.
Oh no, I don't want that to
Attached to
happen, Jeffrey.
So Jeff, how can you give me what was that like? Like the pulling, the force of that? Can you compare it to anything?
It's incredibly powerful, and you feel helpless for a minute because you can't win that battle, right?
Right.
And you can see the guy holding onto the back there a little bit, but there's still a danger involved, and it's a massive fish that's fighting you.
How does he find these creatures? I mean, I've gone fishing. I've never pulled
He has bigger
anything
bait.
like that out of the ocean.
They have their spots in Florida, like they know some of these, and some of these places are off like shipwrecks. Wherever
Okay.
else where the fish
And
gather.
they're secret, right?
I mean, everybody's
They're
got their
little-
own secret fishing spots. It's harder when you go out into areas you've never been to before,
Right.
like when he travels internationally. Then it gets a little trickier. But remember, he's been catching sharks, since he was a teenager. So it's something that he's been doing for, a long time
And
now.
I love that he's taking care
Yes.
of the ocean also.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Well, thank you so much for that. Pleasure.
We loved it.
Real great.